Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am at the Auburn Car Auctions in Auburn, Indiana. This is an event that my dad and I have gone to for well over 10 years now, probably one of my longest car events, and I always enjoy coming every year. However, something is changing this year. Apparently the land where the Auburn Car Auction has been on for a very long time has been sold, and this may be the last Auburn Car Auction, so I figured it would be perfect for me to make a video about it today so you guys get a chance to see the Auburn auction. So let's check out what is at Auburn. Looks like an older Porsche here. Very old. Kind of hard to see, guys. I'm sorry about that. It's a little dark over here. But looks to be in decent shape, pretty good shape. Porsche 60. I don't think I know what that is, but it looks nice. Pontiac Bonneville, one of 630. But it's definitely in really nice shape. Wow, just look at how huge that rear bumper is. I mean, it goes out by another 2 feet almost. Another Bonneville. Very salmon pinkish color, popular probably back when this car was new. Yeah, this looks nice. Wow. You know, I should have read this whole sign. It does have fuel injection. That is cool. Wow, is this Jeff Gordon's or Jimmy Johnson?
What you're looking at here is probably the purest, most unrestored Jeff Gordon race car that exists outside of Hendrick Motorsports.
Wow.
This is Booker. This is our 1994 Daytona 500 car.
That's kind of cool. Was never really into NASCAR, but it's kind of cool to see one of Jeff Gordon's cars. Gotta wonder how many tracks this thing has been on. Yeah, it's amazing. I can really tell that this year is so much smaller than even previous years of the Auburn auctions. So it's kind of a little bit sad to see that it's probably going to be closed from here on out. They won't have any more Auburn auctions, and it's amazing that the car auctions here were at one time some of the biggest in the world, if not the biggest auctions. So it's amazing how things change. Take a look at the 59 Cadillac. Man, those fins, they just never get old. I wish that they could design cars like this again. I also do like how on this model, the back end of the car here looks a lot like the grille on the front end. They mimicked the same design, which is so cool. Man. 40,000 miles? 4,000? But it looks original, the interior at least. Beautiful. Love the metal on the dash. Love the design of the dashboard. I mean, that is just so cool. And I'm not sure what that is that says Cadillac. I'm not sure if that's supposed to do anything or not. Maybe it's just a design feature. And I don't like the extra line down really nice looking front end. And here is a Accord. We've seen several of these before on the channel at other car events. Very historic cars. Very cool to see. Very beautiful for their time, very fast, powerful. They're just neat cars. And the first cars with hidden headlights back in the day, which is neat. And we have the Mercedes SLS AMG here. I do like this model of Mercedes, and I like the looks of this older one compared to the newer model. Exterior of this car looks prettier, and it has the gull wing doors, as you can see, which are really, really neat. Very nice. There's another older Porsche. Not sure what year this is, but they have the back open where the engine is, of course. Man, it just looks so small. Amazing. Porsche SC. Can't say I've heard of that before, but that's pretty neat. Of course, have a humongous Bronco. Bronco here. Man, there are tons of these older Porsches here. And another one. Maybe from, oh, it's probably from one guy's collection. But what is super cool is the Dodge Viper ACR. This is just an insane looking car. I mean, it looks like an actual race car for the street, which is awesome about these Vipers. Just look at all the aero body kit stuff that they did to this car. I mean, this thing is a track monster. Those canards on the sides of the bumpers just look awesome. Very, very cool. Shelby Mustang. There's a red Porsche. Another huge wing on the back. That is cool. It's very similar to the 94. Take a quick look at the other Cord over here. Really beautiful white and red. I just love the dashboards on these. Beautiful metalwork. Absolutely gorgeous. Seats are in great shape on this. I do love the front ends of the Cords. I think they look really, really nice. Very futuristic, especially with the hidden headlights too. They're just so much more streamlined. It looks like a Lotus over here, I think, is what this red car is. It is sporty looking. It looks a lot like a Lamborghini, which is cool from the time. Especially that rear wing looks like it's right out of a Countach or something. Sporty looking car. Strange looking headrests though, that's funny. Jaguar. And another SLS, except this one's a convertible. This is, oh, it's a Chrysler. Can't say I've seen a Chrysler that looks like this. Probably not very common. It's a pretty looking car, not bad at all. It is interesting that there aren't too many Chryslers or Lincolns from that era, just because of how popular Cadillacs were. Mercury. Another older Porsche. And of course a Volkswagen Bug that my dad already got. There are a few other cars on this side of the building, so we'll check those out real quick. Is that a Toyota Land Cruiser from back in the day? I'll check that out real quick. These are probably pretty popular just because it's an off-roading truck. It's cool, the interior's color matched to the exterior. That is pretty cool. Little C2. Another NASCAR racer. That's interesting. Here's a Cadillac. Wow. I have a photo of this car similar to this hanging in my bedroom. It's kind of cool to see one of these in person. Wow. Very pretty. Definitely does have a Cadillac look. Probably mid to early 50s. I'm not totally sure on the year. I'm not as good on this era, but very, very pretty. Another Lotus maybe? Oh no, it's something else. Dino, maybe? Can't quite tell what that says. Oh, it's a Ferrari. Oh. Interesting. 4 seats, of course, no room for the back people. Cool look though. Oh, that's a strange looking XLR. It's not even the V. They made it look like it's faster than it actually is. Well, that's if they took off all the badging. Wow. changed out the interior bits to make it look like carbon fiber. Oh, it is a V. It has the V badge on the gauges. No. This is a very strange look. Wow, he even changed out the bumper. And they made it look like carbon fiber. That's so weird. Now those may be... No, I doubt that these are carbon fiber wheels. That would be way too expensive. That's just so strange. Tell me what you guys think of this XLRV. Let me know what you think in the comments. Very different. I really like this red SL. Pretty looking car, nice tan interior. I do like the looks of that. Has the hardtop on, and there's the engine. It looks clean under there, it looks really clean. Beautiful car. I do love the huge Mercedes badge on the front. So cool, and another SL right by it. I think I do prefer the red one though, but that's still a nice looking car. This is nice. Interesting seats on the interior. Can't say I've ever seen anything like that before. Definitely a different sort of a look. Not bad looking. There's a little Triumph here. Take another quick look at what we missed in this row. Some small little race cars. Willie's Jeep. Ooh, and here's the Cadillac. Definitely looks original.
He had to sell it to buy the Woody.
Man, I do like these big convertibles. Absolutely beautiful. I'm guessing it's a Coupe de Ville convertible. Yep, de Ville. Not a bad looking car. I like it. Also another convertible here, which is very strange, is a Chrysler 300 with some other, I'll say, unique additions. Oh my goodness. That is so strange. Let me know about what you guys think of this car in the comments too. Just look at that. They just like cut right through the top part of the car to make it make it into a convertible. Yeah, I personally don't like it. Very strange. There are a lot of older mopeds here. Alright, we'll look at the last of the vehicles in here. Wow, here's a Saleen Mustang. It's probably got a lot of extra horsepower. Nice looking Buick. And a Rolls-Royce coupe, it looks like. I do like the looks of some of these older Rolls-Royces. And that looks really pretty with the white piping in the seats. Nice wood on the dashboard and doors. Yeah, they do know how to make good looking cars, that's for sure. Another Chrysler. I guess these must be more common than I expected, because there's another one in the other side of the building. There's another Toyota Land Cruiser. Very similar to the other one. Might be a little bit smaller though. That's cool. Another classic Porsche. This must have been a barn find. This looks very original. Oh, now this is from Dumb and Dumber. Oh, that's funny. I wonder if this is actually from the movie, or if someone tried to replicate it. Man, that's just so hilarious. That shag carpet look on the whole exterior. So funny. There's the nose. Looks like this van is just a tribute to the movie, so I don't think it was actually in it, but what's also funny, I can't imagine owning this thing and then driving it through a rainstorm or something and having all the wet, shaggy carpet on the outside. That would be so funny. There's a nice Woody there. Corvette. Another Rolls-Royce coupe. And convertible. Pretty nice. People always have lots of car parts and other things that they like to sell at these auctions, so that's what one of these rooms is used for. Here's a big Lincoln. Not sure exactly what model it would be. Oh, it's a town car, okay. Wow, 78s. Oh yeah, Lincoln was still making big cars at this time while Cadillac stopped. And many Cadillac buyers who liked their big Fleetwoods and everything went to Lincoln after that because they were one of the last ones to offer big cars. And I believe Chrysler was the final one to start making small cars and downsize. So pretty interesting history, but it's cool to see. Probably potentially the last year of the large town car. I believe 78 was. There's another Lincoln, Mark III. Pretty nice looking coupe. Big grille, hidden headlights, that's neat. Looks like a kind of a dark blue interior, bluish green. And here's a older Cadillac. Interesting yellow. We'll take a quick look at that, yellow and green. Interesting that the front seats are different than the back. Maybe one of them was replaced at some point. 1953 Coupe de Ville, very nice. It's a big Buick. There's another town car. Another 78 looks like, yep. '67 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Now I think it's really interesting that Cadillac put their badges on the sides of some of their cars even back in the 60s when this was made, which I didn't realize that they did that, so kind of neat that they did. Now, there are a lot of Cadillacs in here, which is nice. Here's one. Looks like a Fleetwood. It's actually a Brougham, and as you can see there's one headlight here. I believe that means it's a 92 if I am not mistaken. Since there's only one headlight up front, my dad mentioned that in another video. Actually, that was the Professional Car Society video, and we saw, I believe it was a hearse that was the same year as this. This looks like it's in pretty good shape. I like it a lot, actually. Not a bad looking color. Yeah, very nice looking. We'll take a quick look at the sticker just to see what it looks like. And 92, that's it. So that's one way to tell that it's 92 is the front headlights, which is cool. It's nice, it says Brougham on the door there. Another way to tell this is a 92 is that the seat belt is in the door here, and my dad said one of the problems was when people got into a car crash, sometimes if the door flung open, then you would also fly out of the car because then your seat belt would not be on you anymore. So kind of an interesting fact with that. Another two-tone Lincoln. The Mark III maybe? Mark IV, Continental Mark IV, okay. I'm not as good with my Lincolns of this era. I personally don't know all the marks, can't quite tell them all apart. But here is a beautiful Cadillac. Looks like they have the Brougham here. This is just such a special car. We've seen several of these. We saw one at Amelia Island. It's just amazing to see these still in existence because they were just such expensive cars back in the day. They cost more than a Rolls-Royce. beautiful stainless steel roof. Man, I can't wait for Cadillac to build another high-end car like this. It's just so beautiful, even back then, ahead of its time, with the memory seats. I believe the suspension could also be adjusted, and you usually have all those controls on the driver's door. Actually, I'll take a quick look at the driver's door so we can see it. And all your controls for the seats, and I believe the suspension and everything is right there. You can kind of read some of it. That's just amazing. That's just amazing to me. Such ahead of its time. Here's a Fleetwood Brougham. Except what's interesting is that this Brougham does not have the vinyl top. Usually the Broughams came with that, so maybe this guy special ordered it to not have that. But it does have the chrome wheels, which is relatively rare. Has the bigger center console. Very nice looking back seats. This is actually in really nice shape. There's all the details about it. But I'm very surprised to see this without a vinyl top, but in some ways that's a good thing, because then you don't have all the issues with the vinyl top and getting water underneath it or rust. I do love these Fleetwoods. Someday I'd love to review one. Very cool. Now, I was told this car is actually pretty rare. It's a Kaiser, which I haven't really seen anything like this before. A Kaiser Special. Looks very unique. I'll show you guys the interior real quick. Interesting K on the steering wheel there. Yeah, definitely very different. But what's most unique to me is the taillights in the back. They kind of wrap up onto the back of the car. Interesting way the back window is shaped there. That's pretty cool. But I've never seen anything like this before. If you guys know more about Kaisers, let me know about that in the comments, because this would be a really cool car to learn more about. Really nice. We were taking a quick look at this car and we saw that it has rear air conditioning. You can see that with the tubes there where the air goes through. Have obviously where the air comes in from, and then the control for the air conditioning is right there, which is pretty neat. Really futuristic for this era in the 50s. It looks really pretty. The Olds. Man, a lot of Oldsmobiles around here. Ooh, now this is pretty. 58 Fleetwood hardtop sedan. This looks like a Fleetwood. Wow. Gorgeous. I love the looks of this car. Nice fins. Really nice looking. We have a canoe here. Kind of a funny thing to see at an auction, and also more of those older motorcycles and mopeds. Wow, they have a lot of them. And another Cadillac. This one, obviously a convertible. Really nice looking red. I do like the looks of these older Eldorados. They are really pretty. Some of these even came with heated seats, which is pretty amazing. Not a convertible, but still really nice looking. Looks like it's in good shape. Ooh, and I do like the color combo on this Lincoln. I've seen one very similar to this before. Has the anchors on there. This is very, looks kind of like it's made for being on the ocean or something. It's an actual boat. Continental Mark V, okay. but I really like the looks of this kind of Lincoln. It's also a convertible. Glass edition. That's probably what I've seen before with the with that symbol. Really nice looking. I like it a lot. Yeah, pretty much all American cars in here for the most part, which is pretty neat. It's a really pretty Cadillac coupe. We'll take a look at that. Beautiful dashboard, big wheel. It's kind of neat that it shows you what gear you're in there. Wow. Nice shape. That's a very distinctive look on this car. Not sure what it is. That's a Plymouth. Chrysler product. Pretty neat to see. Have a Cadillac. I do like how older cars always had that spotlight on the side. It's kind of a handy thing. And also the metalwork here on the side is really pretty. Really nice. Beautiful color combination. Seems like there are more muscle cars on this side of the room. Really nice looking Lincoln.
But only available in two colors, this dark blue and white.
Wow.
And it was I believe a $2,000 option to have the Signature Series.
Wow.
Series.
And this is a Mark what?
Mark 5.
Mark 5. What's the difference between the Mark 5, 4, and 3? Are they different years?
Different years, and then they changed the bodies a little bit. So
okay.
they have all here. There's a Mark 3, there's a Mark 4, and this is the Mark 5.
Okay. Interesting.
Made for about 3 or 4 years. Yeah, technically.
Almost 23,000, 22,903. And those are the options here. Mark Collector Series. There's a Cadillac. Man, look at how tall the engine is. At least the intake there. That's amazing. The carburetor. Very cool. Really, really nice looking blue. Definitely from the time period. You don't really see a blue interior like this anymore. And there's another one right by it, which looks nearly identical. The interior is a little bit more different, but wow, that is just so cool to see two of these together. Pretty much the same engine right there too. That's awesome. Dodge truck. Ooh. And here is a bicentennial edition for the Eldorado 76. One of the ways you can tell is by the red and blue pinstriping all around the car, and by the red piping on the seats. Wow, so they only made 200 of these Eldorados. As you can see, there's a plaque there kind of explaining exactly what this Eldorado is. I've actually seen several of these, but they're really, really unique cars. It's really cool. We'll take a look at the sticker there. So it's so cool to see a bicentennial edition because they are so rare. But I think I just love the looks of them too, just because they have the red and blue pinstriping on the car. Just so cool, so pretty. And here's another Cadillac right by it, which I missed. But still a nice looking car here too. Red interior. Now my dad pointed out something special on this Dodge. It's the clock on the interior, which spins in a certain way, and it's mostly basically a digital clock. So we'll take a closer look at that.
Yeah, put a piece, yeah, covered up. Yep. So that would probably light up at nighttime too, I would think.
Oh, and look at the numbers on the speedometer on the top of the dashboard. That's really cool. So this must have been a really high-end car, Dodge back then. Interesting steering wheel. But that looks like the clock right there. Yeah, it is. You can see there's two different dials on there, one for the minute, one for the hour. That is amazing. Wow, and push-button transmission. They were doing that back then in many Chrysler products.
On my 61, the
wow.
light up and there's the turn signals, I believe.
Such a cool car. I didn't know that Dodges had clocks like that. Amazing. Wow. I can't say I've seen a Dodge like this before. These must have been rare, I assume. Just I haven't seen any like this.
I think this was the top of the line because they had Furies. And I think this might be the top of the line for Dodge.
All right, I think we finished everything in this building, so we're gonna make our way outside to the tents, see what's out there. There's another Brougham here, but it's much rougher than the one inside. Wow. Yeah, the suspension obviously is not leveling anymore. The paint's a bit rough. Very original. Wow. At least the seats are covered, but wow, probably doesn't run anymore either. This is quite the restoration project. It's such a cool badge on the side though. That's cool. Oh, it even has the date on the side. Wow, this is in really good shape.
Yeah.
Player and the DeSoto.
Oh, really? There's a record player in there. Would it be in the center of the front? Oh, that.
Right there.
So you think that's a record player?
Well, you see it says start, reject, and then on off.
Oh.
So then I figured the bottom section where it's got the louvers in it, that's got to come out, I would think, right?
Okay.
And you only can play 45s because it's not big enough for an album, right?
Wow. Yeah, you're right. It does say that. Yeah. Huh.
Every time you hit a bump, I mean, I realized it probably had a heavier needle on it, and they spring, but still, you'd be bouncing. You make a turn, all of a sudden,
The record stops.
Yeah, exactly.
Start all over again.
Yeah, that's how you just jerk the wheel when you want to start over again.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's a nice, handy little pickup truck. Oh, there's a 47 Crosley pickup truck.
Crosley.
Oh, it's a Crosley.
Crosley pickup truck. I never knew Crosley made pickup trucks. Yeah.
Oh, Indiana. That's neat.
Yeah.
Wow, nice. Big spotlight and mirror on there. Nice green interior. And there's another Cadillac over here. I think I like the back end of this one more. It has the exhaust integrated into the rear of the car, which is pretty neat. There it is. Cool. Definitely 50s pink. Very cool. Now this is a really cool old Buick. It's absolutely massive. I gotta back up here a little bit to get the whole thing in the camera. Just look at all that room. This reminds me of what a Cadillac would have been back then. It's modernized with seat belts and stuff. Footrest. Long one for the back passengers. Wow.
This thing's been molested.
Looks like it's in really good shape. No divider window, but maybe that was a Cadillac only type deal back then. Wow. Such a huge car.
This is a 450 SEL 6.9. So they took the 450 SEL and then they put a 6.9 liter engine in it. We saw one of these at the Plymouth, Michigan, St. John's.
St. John's.
This was the fastest production car at that time that was made, and this was in the mid 70s. And top speed was like 135 miles an hour, which back in the 70s was really, really fast.
Very fast.
And Ken Lay had one of these in dark blue with blue leather interior that I drove.
It's really gorgeous. I can tell it's pretty big too.
Yes.
Man, I do like a lot of Mercedes-Benz models, and this is definitely one of them. So cool. Take a quick look at the front end. Oh, biggest engine never fitted to a non-AMG production Mercedes. That is amazing. Now this is what I'd call a big car. Wow. Extra seats in the back too. Holy cow. Clock. Piping on the rear seats. All the seat adjustments. Very unique. Huge car. Now this is what I'd call a bubble. Wow. I wonder if it gets hot in here with the sun beating down on you. Look at that. Messerschmitt. So it's a little German thing. That's weird. Wow. This is just such a weird little thing. Cayman Island Motor Museum Collection. Post-war microcar. That's so amazing. This is a nice looking Bentley. Not totally sure what model. I'm not sure if it's the Arnage or not. Maybe. Kind of looks like it. Yeah, Arnage T, so it's the turbo version. Those are pretty nice. Beautifully quilted seats. Has the screen that pops up for navigation and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a real nice car. Very pretty. And a lot of 50s and 40s cars at the auction today, which is really interesting. I do kind of wonder if someone had several collections of just 50s and 40s cars and they just decided to auction them off today. Maybe that's why there are so many of them here. That's a really interesting three-wheeled car. Huh. Let's see what it's called. It's a Morgan. Wow. Pretty interesting. Now I do like the looks of some of these 90s Mercedes-Benz SLs and other models. Definitely a unique look. And it's right-hand drive. Look at that. That is different. That is very different. It's a little thing. Oh, it's the Izetta. That's funny. I like these. What my dad's uncle had one of these. Wow. Yeah, a lot of these are coming from that same collection, and here's another right-hand drive Mercedes. These have got to be rare. Rare to find here. Oh, yeah, and they have the good old first aid kit in the back, which is always funny to see in these Mercedeses. They always offered those. Alright, well that marks the end of today's video. I want to thank you all so much for watching and coming along with me to the Auburn Car Auction. I'm a bit sad that this is the last year of the Auburn Car Auction. I've always enjoyed coming here every September. It's just so much fun to see the cars, but things change, nothing lasts forever, so it's good to say goodbye to the Auburn Car Auction and to make a video dedicated to it, just because it is such a great and historic place. So once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video.